Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So today we are on the page number 312, Aṭṭhakathā. There are 5 laws. So regarding the thought process. So in the thought process, as we have studied before, Mahāvibhāga follows Mahakusala Javana. Mahāvibhāga follows Mahakusala Dharamanas. So according to their nature, so that sort of thing is called what? Citta niyama, Kamma niyama. Kamma niyama here. So in order to illustrate that sort of niyama, the law of the kamma, then so here comment kamma, Uddu niyama, kamma, and then Dhamma, and then Citta niyama. So last week we already discussed a little bit about the plants. Tatha Kulata Gachasa. Uttaraga Bhavo. Kulata Gacha is a kind of bush. The being plant. Being plant. Gran is also called gran. So the plant over there has a sprout facing toward the northern direction, and also Dakina Vanliya, Dakina door. So most of the creepers, okay, most of the creepers, so they try to tie on the tree. When they tie do the tree or plant or stick, then they what they usually do is they turn around clockwise manner. Okay, clockwise manner. So Dakina door to the southern direction. So Rokha Pariharana. Okay, and then Suriya Vada Popana. Suriya Bimukha Bhavo. Suriya Vada. So Avada means the turning round. Turning. So turning toward the toward the sun. So that sort of is a flower is very obvious. We have sunflowers. They are called sunflowers. In Bali, it is called Suriya Vada Popa. So whatever direction in the it may be facing at the night time, but when the sun arises, so they turn to the direction in which the sun is there. So Surya Bimukha Bhavo. So that's sort of nature. And then Malu Wala Daya. Rokha Bimukha Gamana Mewa. Malu Wada. Malu Wala. Malu Wala is called Maluwa Ladaya. Okay, Lada is also a kind of creeper. So it is called Maluwa. So in the translation book also it is giving, the name is not giving, but used as it is Maluwa. So it may have a kind of botanical term. So its leaves are, in Myanmar we call guidao, pen. The leaves are very bitter. That its taste is bitter. It has a bitter taste. So mostly the Myanmar people, they cook, they make a soup with that the leaves.
It is not a chinmong.
Not chimao, quaid kare. Chimao is a sour taste. Chimao is a sour taste. Quaid is bitter taste. Bitter taste. We Myanmar people usually cook with the chicken, chicken soup, chicken quaid. So it is good for the high blood pressure or whatever. So in the translation, in the dictionary they are mentioned is a kind of a long creeper, long creep. So it goes wherever you plant the seed. Then the creeper goes toward the plant, toward the tree, because it cannot remain alone. It trying to go to the trees or maybe a pole, or we have bamboo pole also. Sometimes we make a bamboo pole for that. Okay, that is Rokha Bimukha Kamana Miwa. And also Nalike Rasa Matagi Cheda Sabawo. Okay, Naligera means coconut plant, coconut fruit. So at the top of the coconut fruit, matagi means at the top. Cheda sabbawo. Cheda means whole. So if you look at the coconut tree, coconut seed or whatever we go, after removing the cover, then there we have a coconut. Then there you see 3 holes are there. 3 holes are there. Have you ever seen a coconut with a 1 hole?
With the cover?
Cover, and on the cover, there are 3 holes, 3 marks. Simply we can say, but on that hole, so we can make on that place we can make a hole.
I only see with a cover, but I didn't notice there are 3 holes.
Like this?
Next time I will watch.
Okay. Where? Let me find the picture or the coconut. Yeah, I found this. Okay. And for you, I will share a screen. Okay. Here. Do you see the screen?
Yes, Sayadaw.
Yes, Sayadaw.
Yeah. Yeah, one.
I noticed this.
Like a monkey face. So on almost all the coconut have like this 3 hole. So one thing very significant is only with the 1 hole. only with the one whole. Okay. If we have, suppose there is, if there is such a coconut, okay, coconut with the one whole. So if you make a pile heap of the coconuts, but that the coconut with the one hole, if you may place whatever, but maybe you may place underneath or any other coconuts, but it goes up, it go up automatically. So, so if we have such a coconut, it means it means that you are very lucky and that you will be successful. And also, some people in the way, it's called in Myanmar we call Veda. In the Veda, if we were born, then the people trying to calculate. So in that calculation, so some of the people they have such a nature. That calculation shows us, okay, he has such a nature. Such a nature means the nature of the coconut with the one hole. So if we see that calculation, then they mostly predict that, okay, you may be in a whatever position, but finally you will be at the top place. Okay, that sort of how to say, knowledge is in the Veda. So in Myanmar also we have such a belief or such a calculation. So having the point here is having holes at the top of the coconut fruit. That is also nature. Okay, Chaita Sabhawa. Chaita Sabhawa. So Sabhawa means what? Being together, state of being together with, okay, with that nature, okay, with that nature. With the nature of having whole at the top, that is also Bijaniyama. The iti tesan bijanam tandam sadisa paladanam Bijaniyamo. So whatever seed, they produce similar nature, okay, similar fruit. So giving such a similar fruit of the same seed is called Bijaniyama. That's the main samayi. Desan rukhanam eka bahari newa. Bopha phala manlawa kahanam. Uduniyamo nama. So Uduniyama means the law of the temperature. The law of the temperature. So, and it's maybe doesn't mean somebody in whatever, okay, in such and such times. For example, in the winter season, in the summer season, in the rainy season, like that. So desan rukhanam of so and so trees. Eka bahari newa simultaneously. Opa phala banlawa kahana. So bearing the fruit, bearing the flowers, bearing the sprouts. Okay. So according to the Udu. Okay. So maybe once there is a raining, it starts to rain. Maybe 1 or 2 days. After 1 or 2 days. So in the paddy fields or on the roadside, there you can see many small plants are there. They are appearing simultaneously. That is Uduniyama. So also some of the flowers you have I don't know in your country, whatever flower, what flowers you have. So in Japan, there are maybe cherry flowers, right? In one season, the cherries are blooming. So that is what only in Myanmar we have that kind of a flower. It is called Badauban. Okay, Badauban. I don't know how to call in English. Maybe
And that is bloom in the water festival, right?
Sure.
Yellow color.
Yellow color. And also you see the same band. So when you go to the IDVMU classroom, on the roadside, maybe in the June, July, okay, in the June, July, mostly the red flowers are scattering over there. Have you noticed?
Yes. What is that? Not the flower's name, Sayadaw?
But
What is that flower's name?
in Myanmar we got Saimban. Saimban, diamond flower. But maybe it has their own name. Okay. Chao Puenje. So in Myanmar we didn't know that the Chao Puenje, Saimban ni le Myanmar che pian ni. So when the classes are resuming, by the time the classes resume, and that red flowers are scattering on the ground. So we have some musicians, they're trying to compose music like this. So that is the nature of the Udu, right? Udu. So only on that occasion, they bear the fruits and they bear the flowers. Nowadays, in this season, what the mango fruits mangoes are bearing fruits. Nowadays, in this current season, so that is not in the other season. So that is Uduniyama. Tihetuka Kamman, Tihetuka Duhetuka Ahetuka Vipākuddhārakathā Deti. Okay. So also Tihetuka Kamman, the Kamma with the three roots, produce the Tihetuka Vipāka, three root result, or Duhetuka Vipāka, two root result, or Ahetuka Vipāka, one root, no root result. Duhetuka Kamma, Duhetuka Ahetuka Vipākuddhārakathā Deti. So two root Kamma produce two root result or no root result. But Dihetuka na Deti does not give a Dihetuka three root result. Thus, Evam Dasa Kamasa Dandang Sadisa Vipāka Dhana Mewa Kamma Niyamo. So Dasa Kamasa of such and such a karma, the producing similar tendencies or similar result. The result is similar to so and so karma. So that is a karma niyama. In that case, sadisa, the word sadisa, karma dandan sadisa vipāka dana mewa. So here not that sadisa mostly we translate as a similar, right? Similar. But here in this context, Sayadaw translate as what? Appropriate. Karma mimi toto mimi alayo do achu mimi alayo do. So it means it produces a result which is appropriate to such and such a karma. Okay, appropriate to such and such karma. So that is the here translation of the Sadisa Vipāka. Aparobi, then in the next paragraph, Aparobi Kamma Sarikaka Vipāka Vasini wa Kamma Niyamo Hodi. So aparobi, the other way of being kamma niyama. Kamma sarikaka, kane aladudo ajo. Here, Sayadaw translated. Mostly we see the sadisa, sarika, they are synonymous terms. Sarikaka, kane aladudo. So, which is similar to the result, which is similar to kamma. So, producing the result, which is similar to, is a kamma, is a called kamma niyama. So, tassa, dipanatam, idam, voto, katindi. So, in order to show this, this kamma niyama, idam, voto, this story, katindi. So, katindi, speak or utters. So Sammasambuddha Gali, during the Buddha's time, Sawati Dwaragamo Jai. So in the Sawati, there is a village near the door of the city. So bands is a band, was a band. And then the door Bajali Dam Dinak Karalam. So from that, the door Bajali Dam, the door from that the fire, heap of fire, maybe fire broke up in the village. So maybe it is a big fire, a huge fire. Then why it is a fiery? Why it is burning? So Bajali Dam. So Bajali Dam, how can we say? Bajali Dam is mostly it is translated as a brightening. So here it is better to translate the burning. Burning. Bajali Dam, Tina Kala, Karalam. Tina is a grass. Karala is a kind of it is translated as what? Wisp, W-I-S-P, wisp of a grass. Wisp of a grass is maybe some heap of the grass. But here, Dina Gorala in Myanmar is that Myekayukwe. It is made of the grass in order to use as a stand for the ants bowl or water pot or whatever container. So Asian time they don't have a much material, much utensils. That's why they try to use make a grass. They try to make a grass as a resting place for the pot, for the ants bowl. So in for mass also we have the veggie. So under the ants bowl we put some of the stem. So that stem is nowadays it is embedded, but during the Buddha's time they have made of the grass. It is made of the grass. So braided, maybe many pieces of the grass are gathered together and then twisted and then braided and then make a circle, and then upon it so we try to put ants bowl or whatever pot. So that is called Tina Karala. So it is a better use as a the braided grass. Okay, braided grass. So but in the it was banned. Then, so that's sort of the grass, the ring. So having rise up, Ahetukakusalavipāko, Agasena Gachado, Kagasa Giwaya Pati Monji. So having rise up that bunny braided grass, and then Pati Monji, how can we translate? Pati Monji means
like a bond.
So maybe
bond together.
trying to catch. Crow, okay, which is a crow flying in the sky. Agasena Gachado, okay, Agasena Gachado, Kagasa Kiwaya Pati Monji. How unlucky it is. So the crow is flying in the sky. So, but the accidentally the burning grass ring or braided grass, it rises up from the earth and then attach, okay, attach to the neck or the flying crow. So we the wonder Pumiyam Padetawa Kala Makasi. So Kala Makasi, that crow dies, having fall down. We got a one door. So we the one door means making an unpleasant voice, maybe shouting or here translated as a screeching. Okay, the crow screeching and then falling down, having fall down on the ground and then died. How unlucky, how accidental. So another story is Mahasamudhi bi Eka Nawa Nechala Atasi. So in the great ocean also, Eka Nawa, so one boat, Nechala Atasi, without moving, remained without moving. So actually, so in the river, the boat or the ship should move with a high speed. But even though they try, the boatmen, they try to move, but it cannot move even an inch. Hita Kenaji, then they try to find out what is the problem, what is the obstacle underneath. If there are any ice barge or whatever, then they don't find, they don't see Abhasanta. Hita below, underneath, Kenaji Nirodha Bhavam, any obstruction, Nirodha Bhavam, obstruction, Abhasanta without seeing, so they cannot find any fault. Okay, they don't find any obstruction. That's why they do what? Kalagani salagam, kalagani, kalagani salaga. Salaga means what? Lottery, a kind of a lottery. So during the Buddha time, they use a salaga bada. So nowadays we make a what? We write something on a piece of paper, and then we make a roll. We try to make a roll, and then we put in a container, in a cup, and then man has to pick up one piece only, and then they open. Maybe that time they say, oh, this thing under so okay, one pair of a rope, a set of rope. So then it means that we win what? A piece of rope, a set of rope. And also some market they got a what? What I say, toothpaste. Some man they get a what? A toothbrush. like that. Salaka. Okay, salaka means like something like a lucky draw. Okay, lucky draw. But here is a not lucky draw. Kalagani salaka means unlucky draw. Kalagani is the term Kalagani is used for those who are unlucky or very bad luck person. Kalagani is also used very outcast. So outcast. So when we are referring someone as an outcast, the evil person. So Kala such sort of thing is called Kalagani Salagan Vijare so Kalagani Salagam Vijare so Jare so. It means Vijare so means it has to pick up one after another. Maybe there are many such sticks are there, but other sticks they write something to indicate who is lucky or who is unlucky. Maybe there is only so many sticks are there. Then that sticks has to go around one after another. The cup or the sticks has to go around one people after one person after another. Then that's it. That's why it is called Vijare. So it goes around one person after another. Then Sagalagani Salaka. Nawika Sewa Ubasikaya Hati Pati. So it falls in the hand of the wife or the boatman. Okay, Nawika means boatman. The door Ekesa Garana Ma Sabi Nasandu Udagina Kiba Madi Ahansu. Then what do they say? Because of one lady, Masabi Nasandu, don't let all of us destroyed. Udagina Kibama. So let's throw her into the river. Okay, into the water. Ahansu, they said. Now we go at that time, the boatman. Nasake Sami Ida Udagi Palawamana Basido. Okay. So he cannot bear to see that lady. So floating. Okay, Palawamana means floating on the water and on the surface of the water. So to make a bad thing worse, okay, in order to make a bad thing worse. So actually, because out of love, so that a boatman he is not able to see, he cannot bear to see his wife floating on the river, on the water. That's why what he do. Walika Gadam, the sand pot, okay, the pot filled with the sand. Kiwaya Banda Bedo, having died around in the neck. Kiba Basi, and then let her throw into the water. Tankani Niwa. On that very moment, Nawa, the ship or the boat, Kaita Sarawiya, like a what? Like an arrow that has been released from the bow. Pakandi me run. So it runs in the water very quickly with a high speed. So that is also one story. Another story is Ego Beku Lene was at the one bank. So live in a cave. Mahandam Babada Gudam Padetawa, Dwaram Bidahi. At the time, while he was staying inside the cave, Mahandambabadakudam, huge cliff of a mountain. Padetawa having poured down, Dwaram Bidahi, so close the door. So maybe that stone, maybe huge stone, pour down from the cliff of the mountain, and then accidentally it roll on, and then at the entrance of the cave, it remain unshaking. Dwaram, as it is closed the door, Dwaram Bidahi. And Satame Divasi Sayame wa Abyākatapadaṃ. So that's so on the 7th day, Sayame automatically Abyākatapadaṃ may be moved. Okay. Abyākatapadaṃ having Abyākata in Myanmar it is called fair charlotte. It has been removed automatically. So this is also one story. Samma Sambuddhasa Jedawani Nisidetwa Dhammaṅgaṇī-aṭṭhakathā. To the Buddha who is preaching the Dhamma, having seated in the Jetavana monastery, Imani Dini Watuni, Eka Baharine wa Arojiso. To the Buddha. Okay, to the Buddha. So these 3 stories are reported. The people report these 3 stories to the Buddha at the same time. Sattha at that time, Nadan Anyehi Kadam, Dehi Katakama Mewadam. So, not Edam, Anyehi Kadam. This is not done by the others. But this is the karma. This is Katakama Mewa. This is the karma that has been done by them. Katakama Mewa Dandi, Adidan Aharaitawa. Narrated, having narrated. That's in do aha. So the Buddha want to read the Dhamma. So having narrated the past thing, the past story, former story. Kago Purimatta Bhawe, Purima Atta Bhawe in the previous life. Atta Bhava we can simply translate as life, previous life. Manoso Hodowa, he was a man, human being. Having been as a human being, Egan Dota Gonam, the one cow or cattle, Dota Gona, who is Dota Gona, how do you call Dota Gona? Dota Gona. Let me see. Abyākatapadaṃ.
Is it like a bad cow,
Yeah. That
badly
is
behaved, yeah.
Yeah, bad cow. That is better. Dota Gona. Bad cow. They made in order to train, in order to tame. Asagondo, okay, Asagondo Manuso. The man, he is not able to tame the bad cow. Hiwaya Palala winning Banditawa. Palala winning. In the neck. Palala winning. Palala winning means hey. Palala means hey. Okay, winning it's a kind of a ring. The ring made of a hay. Made of a hay. Have bandage or having dined around in the neck. Again and Hasi band. Very cruel. Again and Hasi give higher. It means a ban. Okay. So because maybe he tried to train maybe many times, but he is not able to train. So finally, he gave up. And then he tied the ring of a hay in the neck of the cow, the back cow, and then fired. So very cruel. Kono diniwa mado, the cow died with this action. Idani dangamang edasa agasi niwa gacha dobi na mojito adasi. Now, this karma does not give a chance. It does not give to him to release. Okay, to release even though flying in the sky. So that crow now crow is that man. So why it is flying in the sky, but it cannot escape from that karma. So that's why the braided grass, which is burning, rise up from the earth and then attach to the neck of the flying crow. Sabi, then next one. Sabi 80 Purimata Bhawe Eka 80 Yeva. This lady also in the previous existence, Eka 80 Yeva, also a human lady. Eka Eko Kokuro Taya Prichito Hodoa Aranyan Gachandiya Sadhain Gachadi. The one dog. Taya Prichito. Parijito Hodoa. Parijito, let me see. Parijito Pamban Leje Ati Wamwemu Ati. So because
attended.
Yeah. She was attended Parijita. Parijita means we do something repeatedly. So that they go
Practiced.
Yeah, practice. So here, but the point, the root is a chi. Chi is a chi to collect. Okay, to collect.
Yeah, we also have the gathered, accumulated, collected.
Yeah. So Parijita is like that. Parijita means that he has been nurtured. Okay, that dog has been nurtured by her from the very small baby, very small dog. So Parijita here it means like that. Taya Parijito, Ego Kokuro, Taya Parijito has been nurtured. A dog that has been nurtured by that lady. Hodoa having been Aranyan Gachandiya, when she go to do the forest, Sadhain Gachadi, go together with her. So it follows wherever she goes. Sadhain Mewa Agachadi. So when she come back also together. Sadhain Ewa Agachadi. So at that time, Manosa, so people, beings, human beings are very difficult to understand and also very difficult to associate. Yeah, Manosa, Nekando Idani, Amagam Sunaka Lodagodi, Obandindi, Manosa Obandindi. Obandindi is a what? Lab at, okay? Lab at. People laughed at her. And Myanmar we go Biao Long, yeah, Biao.
It's like a big fan.
Yeah. So it means that they want to criticize. Okay, they want to criticize. So that's why they don't say directly, but they say in another way around in order to defame her. So Obandindi, they laugh at. So preposition in English also very very difficult to, laugh at and laugh with. We have to laugh with another people. It means we are happy with another people. But if we laugh at someone, it means we criticize, we smile at another people, underestimate. So then how? Nekando idani amagan lodako. Amagan sunaka lodako. Sunaka lodako. So when she go out, then they say what? Now the dog hunters are going to forest. Now Nekando Ida, now Amagan, our dog hunter. The Nekando went to the forest. Sadina Adiyamana Kokuran Niwaredo Asagundi. So that lady, so because every day, whenever she goes to the forest, the people laugh at her as a dog hunter, like a dog hunter. Then Tena Adiyamana, because she felt ashamed because of that people's behavior. And also she trying to stop the dog not to follow her, but she is not able. Asakundi Kukurani Waridom. Then what happens? What does she do? Walika Gadan Giwaya Bandituma. Having dined a sand pot, or the pot filled with the sand, and tying Giwaya in the neck of the dog. Udagi Kibi. So she threw the dog into the water. So having tied sand pot in the neck of the dog. Tangamam Dasa Samuda Maji Mochido Nadasi Naadasi. So that Gamba.
Hi, Sayadaw.
Yes.
And I have a short question about the word Giwaya. What case is it, Sayadaw?
Giwayam is a locative.
In this case, locative, Sayadaw.
Yeah, locative.
Okay.
There are two alternative forms, Giwaya and Giwayam also.
Yeah, it's just because in English, we going to translate it tied to the neck, right? But here it has, in the Pali, it is a locative case, right, Sayadaw?
Yes, sure.
Okay, thank you, Sayadaw.
Tangaman, this Gamba, Na Adasi does not give. Ha, Dasa. She is in the Samuda Maji, in the midst of in the middle of the river. Mochido, to release. So even though she is going in the middle of the river by boat, but she cannot escape from that karma. So that is the Buddha retold. Sobi Bhikkhu, so that monk who was locked in the cave for 7 days, that Bhikkhu also, Purimata Bhawe in the previous existence, Gopalako Hoduwa, he was a what? Cow heart. Okay? Cow heart. Gopalaka. We have a Gopalaka Sutta, right? And then you have a study in the BA course, right? Gopalaka Sutta. So then there the Buddha preached how to nurture a cattle or cow. So here is a Gopalaka, cow heart. Hodowa. So he in that existence, that monk was a cow heart. Bilam Pawaitaya. Bila is how to say. What is the English counterpart of the Pali what? Vila, vila. In Myanmar we call foot.
Vila, so the English is it a den, a hole, a potion?
Vila, really? Let me see. Vila, vila.
Also a cave, a part, a kind of thought.
A lizard, a kind of lizard. Vila. Vila is Vila is a Vila.
Vila says, I think it's a cat.
Vila is a cat, sure. Vila is a cat. Number one, Vila. Hold and not this one. Tofu. Vila so. And let me see in the translation. The big has a go hard. Icona. How to pronounce? I-N-G-U-A-N-A. I-N-G-U-A-N-A. What sort of being? Icona. Iguana. It is a large tropical American lizard. Maybe Mr. Ryan knows. Iguana, a type of the reptile. So something like it's similar to the crocodile. Similar, but the crocodile.
It's like a lizard.
Yeah.
But a big lizard.
Sure. So in Myanmar, and we go foot. We go foot. So that when we see when that sort of being is regarded as unlucky, so in Myanmar, but in Myanmar we go put that. It means if that sort of being come into our house, then it is regarded as a omen or sign of the being downfall, downfall or degrading or loss or something. But in Thailand, it is regarded as a very lucky being, lucky being. So when they are driving a car, sometimes the lizard cross the road. Other time the car has to stop, and then Thai people they feel very blessing. So when we stay in Thailand, behind our maybe temporary monastery, there is a lake. After the lake, there is a small forest. So inside that small forest, there are a lot of such beings, iguana, maybe large lizards. When we go to walk, then they came to our house, the temporary monastery, and then they try to find a food. So, but Thai people they love such a being, such reptiles. To be them. But wait here. Kobalago Hodoa, Bilam, but wait here. Oh, Bila is sorry. Bila is not a lizard. Not such a Bila means a whole. As Ali said, what? Bila is a hole or cave. Okay. The whole on the earth. Bilambavaitaya, having entered into the whole. Godaya, Goda is a foot. Goda means what? Iguana. Godaya, do that maybe big lizard. Saka benga motiya, dwaran takesi, close the door with the Saka benga. So Saka means the branches of a tree, and then trying to benga means broken. So maybe he cut down the tree or branches of a tree and then cut into pieces, and then maybe with that bunch of the branches, then it closed the door, closed the hole. Okay, so Sadame Divasi, so that cowherd on the 7th day, Sayadaw Dr he came to himself, he came by himself. We already open the door to remove that sort of obstructions, obstacles. Koda Kamba Mana Nakami.
Hi, Sayadaw.
Yes.
So the Saka Banga Muktiya. What is Mukti, Sayadaw?
Mukti means this one.
Oh, the fist.
Yeah, fist. Maybe the hole is there, the size of the hole is maybe that much, the side of it. So collect the branches of the tree and also maybe trying to gather together, and then maybe with that fist, like how can we go in English?
Yeah, it's a fist. So,
Yeah.
so Sayadaw, so that one is in the instrumental case.
Yeah.
With that thing.
Yeah.
But then what about the Godaya? Godaya is the
Godaya.
what case is it, Sayadaw?
Godaya. Let me see. So Dwarangati Gobalako Hotowa. Gobalako Dwarangati. Do it is a
Chattuthi.
Chadoti, yeah, in the sense of the karma. Karma. To the big lizard who that enter into the hole.
Okay, I see.
Maybe he trying to follow and catch the big lizard, and then finally the lizard enter into the hole. That's why maybe he got upset, and then okay, that you enter, and then you don't go out. I will close. I will block you at all. So in that way, on the 7th day, he remember, and then he came by himself and opened or removed that sort of thing. The God Kamba Mana making me for 7 days. That lizard has no food, maybe a lack of oxygen. So very weak, became very weak. Kamba Mana was shaking and then trembling, and then Nakemi went out of the villa, went out of the hole. At that time, by seeing this lizard who is shaking, trembling, Karunaya Dana Marisi, out of compassion. So he feel pity. That's why does not kill, and does not kill that lizard. Tangaman dasa papandaram bawisaitawa nisinasa muchito nadasi. So this karma does not give him who and sit entering into the into the cave. Actually, Pabandara means the hole between the two mountains. Okay, the hole between the two mountains, the cave between two mountains. Pabandara. Nisain Babandaram, but we say to a Nisain Nasa, so Mochi do Nadasi cannot does not give him to release. So the law, what I have heard is that the law of the law of or the or the law is very loud. Okay, the or the law is very loud. That's why it can reach wherever you are. Maybe it can some criminals will be punished maybe after 10 years or 20 years or maybe wherever you live. So, but here one thing is we can study from this is the law of the or the karma is very long. We cannot escape from the law or the karma. We cannot escape from the law or the karma. So imani dini vodani samoda nidava. So the Buddha imangata aha. The Buddha uttered this verse collectively, collecting these three stories. So na andaleki, na samoda maji. So not in the sky, not in the middle of the river, na babadana vivaram pavisa. So not even one who is entering into the what babadana vivara is also
Vivara, I think it means closed, right?
vivara.
Oh.
Vivara, if we
opening. Sorry, vivara is opening.
So babadana vivara means so there are two mountains. Between two mountains there is a one opening. It became a cave, mountain cave. So that sort of thing is called babadana vivaram pavisa. Now we jadi so jagati badi so. So now we jadi so jagati badi so. Jagati badi so jagati badesa is a place. Jagati. Jagati is also called the world.
The world, the earth also.
The earth. So Namojiya Yatati dom na and Mojiya should join. Baba Gama na Mojiya. So one will not release it from the evil actions. Yatati do. Yatati do. Yata. So whatever in a certain place. So it means there is a no safe place, okay, in the world that can be released. That a person can release it from the evil action. So either it may be in the sky, or in the midst of the river, or in between mountains. So there is no hiding place. Okay. There is a no hiding place for one who does the evil karma. So wherever you go, karma follows. Either in the sky or in the middle of the river, or maybe in the deep forest or in the cave. So atap ayambi karma niyamo yivanama. This is also the same karma, the same result. Okay. As we do to someone, so we suffer the same manner. as he banned, so also he was banned. So as she threw a dog into the river, into the water, so also she was thrown into the water. As he locked the lizard in the cave, in the hole, so also he was locked. So this is also karma niyama. Okay, in the previous case, the commentator mentioned karma niyama means Ahetuka karma produce Ahetuka or Dvahetuka or Ahetuka Vipāka. So that is just that is ultimate reality. So Mahakusala Citta will follow, first Mahakusala Citta will be followed by the first Mahavipāka Citta, and so on, or Dvahetuka or Ahetuka Vipāka. That's talking about the ultimate reality. But here in this another Karma Sarikaka Vipāka is, so as we do, so we suffer. As we do, for example, as we build a monastery for the monk, so also as a result, we got a monastery, we got a building. Okay, that sort of thing that also can be called as a karma niyama. Anyanibi iwarubani watuni kathetabani. The other similar story also should be said. Okay. What is a danam bana badisandegahane? Madugojido nekamane, Abhidhamma Tathāgatāsa Dhammajagapawadane, Ayu Saṅkharasa Osajane, Osajane, Parinevane ja, Dhasa Sahasa Jagawala Gambanam, Dhamma Niyamo Nama. So regarding the Dhamma Niyama, so commentator illustrate the moment, the very special moment during the Buddha's lifetime. So at the moment, in which the Bodhisattva take a, how to say, conception in the mother's womb, so there is a shaking, earthquake. The earthquake is there. Earthquake is not only in one place, Dasa Sahasa. So in Myanmar we go Sajawala Tatao, 100,000, right? 100,000, 10,000, okay? 10,000 universe. 10,000 universe. There is earthquake. So not only in that conception time, but also in the rebirth moment. Madugoji do nekamani, when the Bodhisattva come out of the mother's womb also. And also Abhidhamma, when the Buddha enlightened, attained the enlightenment. Tathāgatāsa Dhammajagapawadane, by the moment in which the Buddha preached Dhammajagapawadana Sutta, and also Ayu Saṅkharasa Osajane, releasing the life extension. Okay, Ayu Saṅkharasa Osajane. And also Parinevane, at the moment the Buddha passed into Parinevana. So there is the earthquake in the 10,000 universe. So that is Dhamma Niyama, law of the Dhamma, law of the nature, I think, law of the Dhamma. How can we translate law of the Dhamma? Dhamma Niyama is God. God.
The law of Dhamma, the law of nature is okay, Sayadaw.
Here, the Sayadaw Bhadarika Sayadaw explained Dhamma Niyama is, in Myanmar it is called Tabinyuta Nyando Dhamma Laye Ayengan Shido. Paditandi Dhamma Sadido E Aswan Miedo Aswan. So Dhamma is the law of the Dhamma. So that Dhamma is no other Dhamma, but Padisandi Dhamma based on the what Savinyuta Jnana Dhamma. So basically we can say that the power of the Savinyuta Jnana, okay? The law of the Savinyuta Jnana. So that refers to the
what does it mean? Sayadaw? The law of the Savinyuta Jnana.
What does it mean? It means the power. Okay, the law or the power of the Savinyuta Jnana. If we say that will be more meaningful, more precise.
So does that mean that only the Buddha can know the reason?
It does not mean that because of the attainment of a Savinyuta Jnana, because the body from the time of the Isic conception up to the attainment of the Parinibbana, so all of them are related to the Savinyuta Jnana, right? So Savinyuta Jnana is going to appear in the world. So that's why the earthquake happens. The earthquake happens not because of any other reasons, but because of the power of the Savinyuta incoming, or because of the power of the Savinyuta Jnana.
And also that is kind of strange setup, because here in the commentary, the commentator give only 5 occasions. And we don't see the occasion where the Bodhisattva become enlightened. That is a very special occasion, I think.
Abhidhamma.
No, that is when the the Buddha preached the Dhamma, Sayadaw.
No. Tathagata Dhammacekkappavattani. That is the moment in which the Buddha preached the Dhamma. Abhidhamma is enlightenment moment. The Buddha, he himself attained the enlightenment.
Sayadaw?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So after the Abhidhamma, do you have the comma there?
Sure. Abhidhamma, we have a comma.
We don't have a comma here.
Altogether 6. But
yeah, so that's why I thought it's like under the Bodhi tree.
one comma speak a lot. Right? Abhidhamma is a one comma. Here in our book we have. Okay. We have Abhidhamma. Altogether 6 moments. So
okay, thank you.
This is Dhamma Niyama. Okay. So that's all for today. See you on Wednesday. So Buddha Sasanam Jiran Daitadu, Buddha Sasanam Jiran Daitadu, Buddha Sasanam Jiran Daitadu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu. Thank you so much, Sayadaw.
Thank you so much, Sayadaw.
Good night.
Yeah, good night, Sayadaw.
Good morning. Good night, good morning.